I fear I've grown a rolling stone inside of me. She said, oh, don't you know, the rolling stones still part the sea. And that's where I'll be. When I stumble down to the stone cold town, with a little taste of memories and slow down, with her hands to the sky and a mist in her eyes, she said, Frankfurt, let me hear you singing. So cry for the lost, smile for the living, get what you need, I give what you did. All life's for the living, so living, oh, you're better off dead. I love to feel love, but I can't stand the rejection. I hide behind my jokes as a form of protection, and I thought I was close under further inspection. Seems I've been running in the wrong direction. There's fish in the sea for me to make a selection. I'd jump in if it wasn't for my ear infection, cause all I wanna do is try to make a connection. Seems I've been running in the wrong direction. Oh, 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 And I've been smoking for a long time. I've been smoking since I was about 2.5 years old. Sorry. It's a horrible joke, sorry. I guess I started when I was about 14 or 15, and I started smoking like most kids do because they wanted to look cool and they wanted to hang out with the cool kids at school. And I realised after I started smoking that the cool kids still didn't want to hang out with me. But look. Okay. But by that time, it was kind of too late, and I really grew very fond of cigarettes, and I smoked a lot of them. And for those of you who smoke or have smoked, you'll know that it's a really difficult thing to stop doing. And over the last couple of years, I've been desperately trying to stop smoking because of my voice and because of, well, a lot of reasons. And the same thing kept on happening. For 2 months, I'd give up smoking and I'd feel great. I'd start running in the morning. That was weird, running, I don't know. Usually you have to use your legs, I don't know if that's... And I started eating better, I started eating salad, which is actually okay. And doing some yoga as well. Again, that's not yoga. A couple of yoga teachers there, like... But every time I'd give up and it'd be fine for 2 or 3 months, and every time, after 2 or 3 months, I'd see somebody smoking a cigarette in a pub or in the street, and for some reason I'd really, really want one, and over the next few days I'd really struggle in my head about smoking or not smoking. In the end, I would buy a packet of cigarettes and smoke them all in the bath and cry, and it was never that bad. I don't have a bath, so... But anyway, so I was going through one of these moments about a year ago. I was in the States. I was on tour in Minneapolis, and I was really, really desperate for a cigarette, and so much so that when I went to bed that night, I had a dream about massive dancing cigarettes. Not running, dancing. And I woke up at 3 in the morning and I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm just gonna go and get some cigarettes. So I got up and put my clothes on, thank God. And I walked to the nearest gas station, which was about 1.5 miles away. I know, pathetic. And I got there, and this was like Minneapolis on a Tuesday night at 3 a.m. There was nobody, no human beings around. And I got to this gas station, there was this one man. He was an older man. And he was sat on this motorbike, this big American motorbike, and he had a long grey beard and bandana, smoking Lucky Strikes. Looking really, really cool. And
And I walked past him, and in my head I was like, see, that's what I look like when I smoke, yeah. Now the cool kids will like me, yeah. They won't. But as I walked past him, he said the strangest thing. He said, "This is the best cigarette I've ever had in my life." This was crazy, right? This is the only human being I've seen for the last, I don't know, 5 hours. I just had a dream about massive dancing cigarettes. And so I went over to him and I had a conversation that only lasted 10 minutes, but it completely changed my life. And he told me that he'd been smoking since he was a kid, and he'd been diagnosed with lung cancer, and he had no idea how long he had left to live, and he decided to buy this motorbike that he'd always wanted and ride it from the west coast of America to the east coast and spend the rest of his life, however long that may be, with his family, with his kids and his grandkids in New York. And suddenly talking to this man made me realise what a stupid thing it was that I was doing, and I thanked him, and I got up and I didn't buy cigarettes. I walked back to my hotel and I wrote this song for him, and I'd like to dedicate it to him and also anybody who has been touched by that terrible, terrible disease. This is called Riding to New York, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
I'm the hero, or I lay the street light. I turn my collar to the pouring down. My eyes were stabbed by the flash of neon light, and he split the night and touched the sound of silence. The fool said I get to know silence like a cancer grow. My people talking without speaking up. People hearing without listening up. People writing episodes now. Voices will never share. Oh, I'm people, but I pray to the neon glow they made. But it goes a light, 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 a light. Your turn, and it goes a light, a light, a light, a light, a light, a light, a light. Wonderful, beautiful. It sounds like angels singing, Frankfurt. It's beautiful. But listen, it doesn't have to sound like angels. It has to be really, really loud, okay? And I know what it's like when you go to a concert and some guy on stage is like, "Hey, everyone, sing along," and you're like, "Fuck off!" Like I get it. I get it. I promise you I understand. If I go to a concert and somebody asks me to sing, I'm that grumpy guy at the back, I'm not fucking singing like that. I promise you, Frankfurt, I understand, but listen, I want to make a deal with everyone in here, everybody, even the grumpy people. Just for this one song, if you agree with what I'm saying, if you agree with the things that piss me off, if you agree with the things that I hate, then please, don't be embarrassed, don't be shy, don't be grumpy, and sing as loud as you possibly can. Do we have ourselves a deal, Frankfurt? Is that okay? Do we have ourselves a deal, Frankfurt? Is that okay? Okay, we'll give it a go. Well, I hate racist blokes telling tasteless jokes and explaining where people belong. So just quickly, to recap, if you don't sing as loud as you can in the chorus, that means you're a racist. Explaining where people belong. I hate ignorant folks that pay money to see gigs and talk through every fucking song. I hate people in nightclubs snorting coke and explaining where you're going wrong. So if you agree, then come hating with me and feel free to sing along. Nice. and loud, and it goes like la 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 la. Get louder! La 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 la. Wonderful. Well, I hate pointless status updates on Facebook. FYI, we were never inmates. We pretend to be friends on the internet when in real life we've got nothing to say to each other. Oh brother, I've loved my mother for good times, music and my mates. Yeah, I love, I live and I have loved you. Sometimes we can do it, take up, and it goes like la 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 la. Come on, hear it. La 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 la. You cook them for heaters.
It's the only thing that rhymed.
They only eat breakfast and chips. I hate stepping outside for a smoke and some guy coughs out your lungs to his. And I hate queuing up for festival toilets, especially when you need a shit.
Sorry.
I hate the X Factor. Do you guys hate the X Factor? Well, I hate the X Factor for murdering music, you bunch of money-grabbing pricks. And it goes like la 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 la.
That's as rock and roll as I ever get.
Now I hate them magazines aimed at insecure teens that make 10-year-olds race to grow up. Hey kids, let's all be anorexic or better. Eat chocolate until you throw up.
Don't actually do that.
Keep your Hollywood stars in their stupid cars and the Botox that makes them look fucked.
Do you know how awkward it is to sing that in Los Angeles? I don't think I'm allowed to go back there.
Just grow old with grace of your sin shares face. She looks like she's been hit by a truck. And it goes like la 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 la. One more time as loud as you possibly can. It goes like la 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 la. Thank you so much for singing, Bravo. Love is a fireside. Oh, on the coldest of nights. And love is the only song I sing. Singing love is thank you very much. Oh, and on, and on, and on. Can you help me keep my head above the water? I have ground in both my calves. Yeah, my lungs are filling up cold, dirty water. But I've got a sickness that is making me love. So we have a boat, we don't think it will escape. Sink it, but we'll drink it if we never find that rock. Since you only need the light and it's burning low, only miss your song when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go, only know you've been high when you're feeling low, only hit the road when you're missing home, only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the sea running, I know I'm wrong for running the thing I always don't know. Feeling I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I've done. Sorry. I'm hungry. I'm loaded ground. Singing, oh, I think I wanna start a fight. Oh, I think I wanna start a fight. Asking my hold my shirt, hold all the trouble he said, but now the money's gone, my life carries on, and we see